Welcome to this video. Where am I? Good question. Keep watching to find out. Morning. So I'm back down south. Just spent a couple of days here. Didn't really do a lot. I've, as you can see, tidied up some of the plaster that's in the van. Done a little bit of gardening, just tidied up and that kind of stuff. Nothing major, just took up some bits and bobs, nothing worth filming. But the main reason I'm here is the estate agent who sold me this place has a house for sale in the village. Now, I did show you the outside of it in one of my last videos, and helpfully she's contacted the owner and said that I would do a video of the inside. So I thought I'd do this video, just show you, if you're viewing or looking around the French property, the kind of things to look for, but mainly just to have a look around the inside and see what it's like, what you get for the money, the locations, that kind of stuff. So she's actually next door doing a viewing, because the next door house that way is for sale as well. So once she's finished that, we'll walk up and do the video. We got permission from the owner to put it on my YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description to the property on the estate agent's site, so you can view it through there. If the property gets sold, I'll take the link off and you'll just have a tour of the house, and that's it. Right, that's it then. So I'll just wait for her to finish and come and collect me, and then we'll go and have a look. Okay, here we are. Perfect day. You can see the rain. Perfect day for viewing a house. So this is the house I was telling you about on the previous video. So let's get in there, have a look at the things that are possible, what needs changing, and go from there. On the outside you can see windows are wooden, decent condition, shutters look okay, but you know, later on you might want to consider UPVC. This is an awesome door. That could be renovated easily. Okay. So then, no one lives here at the moment, so it's kind of vacated. Let's have a quick look at the electricals while we're here. It's an old meter, and I do know that they're changing for smart meters. That's your main on-off switch, and then up there you've got some kind of fuse board, and they are fuses. They're not MCBs, so ideally they want to be changed for an RCD protected circuit. Anyway, we know it's single phase, not three phase, which makes your wiring a lot easier. Yeah, it's worthwhile noticing. And then, right, we'll start on the ground floor. This is the hallway. And we'll start in here. Okay, in each room they've got these really old fireplaces that have been blocked up, but there's quite a few of them, so I'm assuming we could open the chimney up if you wanted. While we're here, some of the things to look for: radiators. So it's a wet central heating system. We'll have a look more about that in the basement. So these are the windows. So they are wooden frame, but if you look closely, they're double glazed. So in theory they could last for quite a while if you wanted to spend your money elsewhere. So that's not too bad. There's no obvious gaps around them either, so that's great. Some things stand out I've seen already. Switched 2-pin sockets. Not great, but expected at this age of house. And a really old thermostat, which points again to an old boiler, which we'll have a look. Okay, go through here. Let's have a look what we've got in here. More radiators. The windows are the same. Looking half decent condition actually. So this layout was probably the kitchen at one point. Again, fireplace here, could be opened up and make this a kitchen diner. So you could make the living room through there, and then this one here could be a kitchen diner. So there's a window here which goes through to a passageway. Doesn't belong to the house, so we could block that off or just keep it for the light. And then let's go into the back room. So in here, got the sink, cooker, but this roof. So it looks like 200 by 75mm beams supporting whatever's up there. Single glazed roof windows, very old, and the frame's rotten. And you can actually hear and see this leak. You can tell by the patterns on the wall as well there. Oh, yeah. So again, not unexpected, but this area I suspect was originally not covered over. So I think this was originally a courtyard, and to solve a lot of problems with this house, I would take this roof out completely and turn it back into a courtyard, because there is no other outside space for this house. I think that can be done really quickly, easily, and I bet you there's drains in the floor as well, which we can use to get rid of the surface water. Put a new door on, and you have a kitchen diner with an outside space for a table and chairs, which would be very nice in the summer. Okay, that's that. Again, a clue to the age of these sockets and cabling. Would probably require a rewire, but that's just usual for this type of house in this area at this price. Doors look original. You could probably dip these and they'll come up really well. Okay, nice original staircase. Not sure about the plastering, but it's easy to fix. So through here, actually got a downstairs toilet, which is good for a house this size. Let's have a look. So this looks like the wastewater pipes are upstairs in plastic, which is good because it's easy to work with. It's not cast iron and you don't have to replace it all, and you can see into it if you need to quite easily. So this could benefit from modernising. Put coats in here and a wash basin, and you've got a nice downstairs cloakroom. So I wouldn't really change that this much. Okay, let's go down. Have a look. What we see down here, stone steps, more plastic, fairly modern plumbing. Say fairly modern, it's not cast iron or metal, which is good. Stairs as well. You can always tell with the stairs if there's been any woodworm, because virtually nobody changes the stairs, and there doesn't seem to be any holes, which is good. Okay, well, let's keep going. Here we are. So this is the basement. I'm what, 6'1", so it's just barely possible for me to be in here. But it's got quite a nice design. Got red brick between the beams, and those are the basement doors you saw from the outside. They are wooden, and that's the concrete steps that we came in at the front, which look in good condition. Okay, what we got? So in this part we've got a large tank for the oil for, have a look, the boiler. Pretty old. So there's good news and bad news. Oh, I know. The good news is if you've got an oil boiler like this and this becomes your primary residence, or you want to upgrade to a wood pellet boiler or a pump shower or heat exchanger, then that counts towards a large government subsidy. They want to get rid of oil boilers. So actually we could replace that with probably the best thing for this house would be a pellet boiler. And that would be super easy for delivery as well, because you could just bring in your pellets here. So that's the good news. The bad news is it probably won't work, and I wouldn't even start it up anyway. Hot water cylinder. Now this is actually electrically heated, not by the boiler, so it's independent. So that means if you moved in, you could still have hot water while you're sorting the boiler out over the summer, which is good. This was probably part of the heating system at one point, but a long time ago. You can also see that some work has been done structurally. You've got the posts there, and massive beams running along. That's to prop up this end of the house. Yeah, so that looks like it's done reasonably recently, so that shouldn't need any attention. That's where the mains water comes in. It's always worth knowing, and it goes into plastic, so that's easy to tee into there. Loads of access for that, so that's good. The floor is semi-concrete, semi-earth, but for a basement that's fine. This will make quite a good workshop or man cave, I think. Right, let's go back up and we'll go up some stairs. That's alright. Did you just fall through the chair? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so here we go. Nice original staircase. Probably one of the best features of this place, I think. Good condition, and a bit of sanding. So that's the top of the roof that I showed you downstairs. But let's go and have a better look at that. So we're on the first floor. The steps continue up, but we'll get there in a second. So currently, again, original doors go through, and we're into what is assumed will be the master bedroom. Bit of a strange layout, but I think with a very small amount of adjustments, well, small, we can make this really good. So we'll go this way first. So we've got another bedroom in here with a fireplace, and all the windows are the same, so wooden framed, double glazed, and all of them are actually in really good condition. I don't think I'd change them for a while yet, spend the money elsewhere. So off this room we've got this partition here, which, here you go. Very strange, but toilet. Now that's good, because this is one idea I've had. Take this partition and that bit out, put in there a cast iron bath, Victorian style, freestanding, black and white floor tiles, or whatever you choose, redo the fireplace. You could even get that working, and a shower in that corner, and you'd have the best bedroom and ensuite combination probably in the street until you get to my house. Right, now there is another door here, but that could be blocked off, and I would block this door off to make this the bedroom and ensuite. And then in here you could have a decent family sized bathroom and open up that wall to the top of the stairs, and that's where your entrance to this bathroom. So you have a bath, a shower, basin, or put the shower in that corner. But you've got a light, loads of light coming in here. Now then, this is the access to what I'm going to term the roof terrace. Not really the roof terrace though. So those windows there are the windows you saw downstairs in that courtyard bit. And I've even got a little shed there as well. So we could open all this out and have a very nice courtyard, which would be lovely in the summer. This would obviously then be bricked up and be just a big window. While we're out here, as it's raining, we're quite lucky because this is where the leak was downstairs. You can see it's just pooling here instead of running off where it's supposed to go there. Now that's mainly because it slopes towards the house, which is never good, which is another reason to get rid of it. Yeah, you probably have to get rid of the shed as well, which is quite cool. Well, this gives us a chance to look at the state of the guttering and the roof. And actually the roof isn't as bad as I thought, but the guttering is terrible. So this could actually be repaired, this section. It's just where the water's made its way through is rotted the timbers. But that would be an easy fix, I think. Right, so that's where we're at with that. Turn this into a window. I think the thing to remember is this is actually quite, I mean, I'd have to put a bathroom in really quick, but it's livable. You wouldn't have to rent anywhere else to do it up. The main features and the great bits about the house are still present. Large double opening windows in the morning, which is lovely. I'll say more about the location of this later. But I've always wanted a house with one of those lamps there. Don't know why. Just did. Okay, so that's my idea for this level. Right, here we go. So that's the roof area as viewed from this window, which is quite nice, gives a bright space. Again, these stairs are solid and in good condition. Now this is the most underused part of the house. Look at this. Yeah, the attic. The first thing to do when you come in and it's raining is look for leaks. And I've had a look round and there aren't any that I can spot, although there is a lot of stuff in here. There are some interesting things, like at some point there's been a fire. It's charcoaly. There has been a bit of woodworm, but if you look on the floor there's no powder, so I think that's been dealt with. If we look at the clips, let me see if I can find a decent one. There, you can see that this is a standard steel clip and it's rusted. This one here has been replaced at some point and it's stainless, it's slightly dull, and there's a few like that all over. So in the future I would re-roof it, but it's not leaking, which is great. I think there was a part of the chimney there, so there was a stove here, which is probably why there's a bit of burn in there, but it's no longer used. Some more old woodworm, but seems okay. Probably got 3/4 of the beam left, which is good. Okay, so looking around, see if we can get around here. See, floor's quite solid. That's obviously been bodged, but just fill it in. You don't need that for now. Look at the space. This, you could probably put 2 bedrooms up here easily. It'd have to be insulated for the summer and the winter, but you could convert this. It'd be great. That's the one other thing I was going to mention. There is no insulation anywhere basically. So in the summer this is going to be super roasting, and in the winter super cold. But to if you're going to convert the room, then you'd have to change that. But as it stands, you just left it as it was for now. You could easily move in. Right, okay, so we're at the top of the house now. Do I think it's worth the money? Definitely. If you convert that courtyard, that roof into a courtyard, rearrange the stuff on the first floor, you could have a 3-bedroomed townhouse in a really good central location with everything around that you can work on as a project. And none of this stuff, apart from the roof, is hard. And the roof's only hard because of the access, so you'd have to get someone to do that, I think, or I would as well. But everything else is doable, livable in while you do it, and you could do it in stages. So rewire heating, roofing, 3 main points, but the windows don't need changing at the moment. You could repaint them and that will do you for at least 3 years, 4 years, maybe more. So you could spend the money elsewhere and convert that courtyard, have a really nice kitchen diner and a nice front room. So if I had the time, I would actually consider this as a viable option. So there we go, that was it. We'll now go outside and see how close we are to the town centre and what it's got going for it outside. So here's the outside. Sorry about the rain. It's all been lovely re-rendered. You just see the access there. Yeah. So that's parking there, and loads and loads and loads of free parking here. And this is where they have the fete. Obviously not in the rain like this. Tourist Information Office, and that's the Mairie. What a day for this, honestly. But at least you got to see the roof, and it doesn't leak upstairs, just that back bit, so that's a plus. Anyway, I'm going to head back now. Got half an hour to get to the tip, drop off some rubbish. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you did enjoy it, then I can do more for you, go and see more, speak to this nice lady and see if she's got any more for you to have a look at. If anyone's seriously looking, the details of that are in the description. Right, I'm getting out of here.